Hi guys, it's Hannah here. I'm a 29-year-old cash budgeter and stuffer in Southern California, and this is HF Budgets. Welcome to April week. Oh my goodness, it is not the 10th, it will be the 17th. LOL. The third week of April cash planning with me. We're gonna dive right in. This week we have $410 to work with, and we will get started. We always start with my wallet. My wallet gets the same amount each week. Groceries this week gets $60, gas always gets $40, eating out always gets $40, and spending gets $35 to total $175. So that is always where we start. And then what I've been doing is I've been jumping into my yellow binder, which is my savings challenge binder. And we've been going into here first, which I have been liking. So we're gonna do the same. I will subtract it at the end. I'm actually going to clear that so we can add up what we have for our yellow binder. And our very first challenge we are going to jump into is the savings book. It's Saving with Friends by Budget with Amanda. We are currently working on the 101 Dalmatian Save 100 page, and we are actually going to finish this off this week. So last week we decided to scratch 3 off in our cash stuffing to finish us off, and so we have a total of $22 that we will be stuffing into this challenge this week. I'll go ahead and write that down. So that is our very first one. Our second one is this Cash Dash activity book savings challenge. This is a $500 savings challenge, and each week what I've been budgeting is $10, and then whatever I have in my wallet rollover will also go into this challenge. So we will go ahead and stick $10 into this challenge for this week, and then we'll get to color in another space, and it'll show us what we save as we continue on. So we have 22 and 10. Oops. Moving on, we will come back to our Pizza Friday challenge that has a little more flexibility, but we will jump into our Friend Savings Challenge. This is by Bookish Mama, but not Bookish Mama Budgets, I'm sorry. This is by Oh Mama Budgets over on Instagram. And last week we scratched $20, so we will go ahead and stuff $20 into it this week. And then when we cash stuff this week, we will be able to scratch that last one for this, which is very exciting. This will be going towards an extra car principal payment, so really excited to put that towards it. All right, moving on, we have 2 annual challenges that we are doing. The first is this April challenge by Buttercup Budgets. We are going to finish it off with this last row right here. I allocated each egg to be $1, so we will be stuffing in $7 into Buttercup this week. And then we will bring in our next, we will bring in May after that, which is super exciting. Our second of our 2 annual challenges is by Budget with Amanda. I got both of these over on Kofi for free, so definitely go check them out. And we only have 2 numbers left. We have the 4 and the 1, so we will go ahead and stuff $5 into this savings challenge to close out April for Amanda. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this Savings with Friends is also by Budget with Amanda. So this is, I got this over from her on her Etsy, and it is absolutely adorable. And once we finish this first page, I'm not sure where we're gonna jump next. I'm thinking maybe this Save 98, because I like starting off with the higher challenges, but it would be nice to kind of prioritize some other savings challenges, but we'll see. We have a week to decide. Okay, jumping back in. No F1 races yet, so we're still stuffing 0 into this. We will get a race weekend the first weekend of May, so soon, but not quite yet. Color and Save we will come back to, because I do want to finish out our Save Your Way in 2026. This was a download from Kofi. I did get it for free by Shades Budgets, and we're going to finish it off by doing this last rectangle for $24, and then we will get to stuff this into our travel binder. So I will go ahead and allocate $24 here. And then our Monday video is getting $35. So we do budget that in here. So we're at 118, and we have pizza, and color. So let's first go to pizza and see what we can do. Pizza. I want to make sure, let me make sure I added this up correctly. I think we're good. But as you all know, my calculator skills are not the best. And I think I was missing Amanda's. Okay, so we're at 123, which is more, I typically don't want to go over 130 in this binder and for Monday, so we're essentially working with $7. Okay, well, that isn't a whole lot to work with, but we can do this 6 right here. So we will do the $6 space on our Pizza Fridays, which is not a big one, but oops. Well, I know it's I don't know what I'm doing. I know it's $1 left. So we will go ahead and do $1 into our color and save, which is this color and save by Budget with Carly. We will go ahead and do a $1 space. It's not a lot, but we still get to color something in. So $1 is better than no dollars. And so that'll total 130. And let me just double check that to make sure, because I don't want to screw up my budget, which I have done in the past. Okay, 130, perfect. So that is all that is going into our yellow binder. Now we can jump into our sinking fund. So we have 175 from our wallet and then 130 from our savings challenges. And now we will jump into our brown binder here, which houses the first few of our sinking funds. Starting with personal health. Personal health today is going to get 5. That is typical for 5 is typical for a lot of my envelopes, but we do get to stuff a little extra in some of the ones that I'm prioritizing, which is nice. Household is gonna get 5. I did spend a little out of household this weekend, or this past week, to get some things like napkins, and yeah, I was able to pull it out of this envelope, which is great. Skincare is also gonna get 5. We're building that up. Emergency, I'm working on this savings challenge by Nessabudgets. I got it over on her Etsy, and we are gonna go ahead and stuff $10 and knock off another $10 space in emergency. Once we're done with the savings challenge, it'll have saved us $500, which is a great amount to put into our emergency fund. Christmas is gonna get its usual 5. And then car maintenance is also going to get 5. And that'll be all for this binder. Jumping into our green binder. Oops. Starting off with Costco. I did spend a little Costco money over the weekend, which was nice. We were able to pull it from this envelope. Still have some money left, but we're gonna continue building it now. So we are adding $5 this week. H Mart is also gonna be getting $5. I'm still debating if I wanna cap this at like 75 or 80, or if I wanna go all the way up to 100 for H Mart, but TBD. Friends, I did use the money that we had in Friends, so we are restuffing this. Friends this week is gonna get 5. I will be out of town this weekend, so I'll be pre-filming my cash stuffing and mini Monday because I'll be in Hawaii for a wedding. So that's super exciting. So I don't really necessarily, I have a little budget for that, so don't think I need anything in Friends or personal spending since both of those are empty right now. So the goal is just to not go over our budget for Hawaii. So personal spending is also gonna get 5. And then travel is going to get 5. Nothing crazy. And these, we're building that up to our next 100. All right, moving on to our second section. Hannah today. I was able to move some things around, so I do still have some money in Hannah, which is really nice because I'm still have some like longer term, bigger savings goals that don't necessarily need their own bucket, but do need to be saved for. So that's kind of what this Hannah envelope is. This week we are going to stuff, we'll go ahead and stuff, well, 175, I don't really need, we'll go ahead and stuff $5 into Hannah. Clothing is going to get, I do want to bulk this up a little, so we're gonna actually stuff 15 into clothing. We are going to do, yeah, because I do need to get shoes for my Europe trip, so I do want to put a little extra into that. Gifts today is gonna get 5. 30, Flirty, and Thriving is gonna get 5. Budgeting items is gonna get 5, or shop small. It's kind of like a double envelope. Disney spending this week is going to get 5. And then tech this week is also going to get 5. Beautiful. Okay, so we only had one priority envelope. I think this is very similar to last week. But let me go ahead and add all these sections up to make sure that we have what we are supposed to. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 10 is 35. Here we have 25. And then here we have 5, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, let me start with the 410. We have 175 from my wallet. The 130 from ours. Completely messed up. 410 minus 175 minus 35 minus 25 minus 45 minus 130, and we are at 0. Awesome. So that concludes our budget with me. Thanks for joining me again. Like I said, I'll be pre-filming for my cash stuffing and mini Monday, but those will come out to you guys on Saturday and Monday like they typically do. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like and a comment, and I will see you guys next time.